up, guys? All right, it's finally here. After 17 weeks of picking, I beat Gage,
Yeah.
and because he had to take a bunch of risks, he's behind by too many games. But
Yeah.
this is our 2018 NFL picks, and I'm excited. What about you, Gage?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm ready to. I'll be right on this one. Rare season gonna work out, but I know for playoffs, I'll be 100% accurate on this.
All right, well, we'll see. I'm gonna go first, and then Gage can go. That's why we have these little cutouts. You can't really see them, but we'll talk, and you'll
Yeah.
you'll you'll know. So first, let's start off with the AFC side. All right. So we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, Buffalo Bills. First game, or it might be the Titans. I don't know. Either way, uh, which one should we start with?
Let's start with the AFC.
Okay, we'll start with AFC. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and start with this one. Buffalo at Jacksonville. Um, the Buffalo Bills clutched in that last spot over the Ravens because the Ravens choked
Yeah.
and lost to the Bengals. And the Bills got in for winning their game against the Dolphins. I'm glad they got in. They ended that drought for 17 years not being in the playoffs, but Jacksonville's defense is elite, and
Yeah.
they're going to be at home. So I think that they won their division. And yeah, I think they'll get that win. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be pretty bad. I feel like it'll be like 35 to like 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Jacksonville, and they will play Steelers. And then we have Kansas City Chiefs at Tennessee Titans. Titans beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead a couple weeks ago, but I think Chiefs will get their revenge. I think they'll win at least one playoff game, and I think they'll beat the Titans. Close game. I'll say 24-20. And yeah, I just think they have more weapons than the Titans. And then we have the second round, divisional round. We have the Kansas City Chiefs at New England Patriots, Jacksonville Jaguars at Pittsburgh Steelers. Now the Jaguars are apparently the team to watch out for, like the sleeper pick. And last time they beat Steelers pretty bad. And this all depends if Antonio Brown plays. I feel like Jacksonville is too young. I'm gonna sleep on them a little bit. I feel like they're too young. I don't think they're ready. Not this year. It's too early to put them in the conference finals. Maybe next year or 2 years. But I just think that the Steelers team is gonna get their revenge. I don't trust Blake Bortles. Maybe for a game or maybe for one game, but no. I just feel like they're too young and they'll end up choking in the playoffs. So I got Steelers moving on to the conference championship. Chiefs and Patriots. Patriots are going to get their revenge on the Chiefs. This time they're at home. Last time they're at home, but this time they will get their revenge. Kansas City is obviously not the same team they were week 1 through 5 or whatever. So I got the Patriots winning that game. I'll say 35 to 24. And then, I didn't say a score to this game. I think it was going to be a really close, hard-fought game. I'm going to say 30-27 Steelers. So, yeah, that defense is elite for the Jacksonville, so you got to watch out for them. Then we have, of course, the rematch of the conference championship. The Steelers should have won that game. The Jesse James was a catch, but this time the Patriots are going to for sure win. Tom Brady and the Patriots are just more of a complete team. I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like they're just going to find a way to get to the Super Bowl because they're the Patriots, and they'll win that game 35-31, high-scoring game. Then we move over here to the NFC side. We got 2 first-round byes, Eagles and Vikings, number 1 and number 2 seed. Eagles clinched home field throughout the whole playoffs, though. So first game we have Falcons at Rams, and I believe this is the first game we will get to see
Yeah.
before all these games. So I think I'm like the Falcons. Yeah, they had a good run at the end of the season. They started off really good and then struggled and they got back on track. But I think this Rams offense being at home, Atlanta doesn't play too very good on the road, and I think Rams offense is just too good for them. I don't think their defense can stop them. But I have Falcons putting up a little bit of a fight, but I think overall Rams will put up at least 30 on them. So I think 30-17 Rams. I just think it'll get ugly at the end of the game. So yeah, and then we have Saints and Panthers. Panthers at Saints. Panthers swept them this year 2-0, and they beat them convincingly twice. And this time they're in New Orleans again. I saw them. I want to pull for these Panthers in the NFC, but I just don't see them beating the Saints. I think the Saints are a more complete team. Their run game is amazing with Kamara and Ingram. Their defense is playing solid, even though it's always been their Achilles heel. Drew Brees doesn't have to do everything. I don't think he has to do much this game. I think the reason, honestly, this might sound really shocking, but Cam Newton might be the reason that the Panthers aren't like progressing as much as they should be.
Wow.
In my opinion. So he's got to play better, and I got the Saints winning that game. 28-20. And then we have the divisional round. We have the Minnesota Vikings at LA Rams. Vikings been playing outstanding in their defense. Case Keenum, game manager. I've seen the Vikings beat the Rams before. Once this time they blew them out, and I don't see anything changing. Even though Case Keenum is probably going to be the reason they don't win the Super Bowl, I do think they will beat the Rams again because of their defense, and their offense isn't bad. So I think it's slept on. Case Keenum, game manager, he's gonna take them to the Super Bowl or to the conference championship and represent the NFC and the conference championship against this next team. I'm gonna pick Saints and Eagles. I got the Saints. I feel like the Eagles, without Carson Wentz, their team is on a downfall. I just feel like yeah, the last 3 weeks they have won, or besides the week that they bench all their starters, they won, but Nick Foles did not play very good. Like, he played good one good week, and then the next 2 weeks, even when he wasn't playing for that long in the Cowboys game, he played bad. He wasn't on target with his receivers. I don't trust him in the playoffs. And the Saints beat him. I remember, it's kind of crazy because last time the Saints and Eagles played in the playoffs, it was Nick Foles playing the Saints at home. I think they're going to fall short again. I feel like this Eagles defense will keep them in, but overall the Saints are the better team, in my opinion. Without Carson Wentz, I don't think the Eagles are going anywhere. If it was Carson Wentz, then I would probably pick the Eagles easily. But no, I got Saints upsetting them. I'm going to say Saints win that game, 24-20. And then we have the conference championship, Saints at Vikings. And man, I remember this whole year I was saying Vikings are my Super Bowl pick. Vikings are my Super Bowl pick, but I can't, man. I'm sorry. I'm going to pick the Saints.
What?
As shocking as this sounds, I'm picking the Saints to go to the Super Bowl. The Saints are the team to do it. I just don't trust Case Keenum. I feel like overall, I hope I'm wrong. I feel like the game manager won't work the whole time. It really sucks because I really did want to pick the Vikings to win the NFC. But if you think about it, I feel like Saints have more experience, and they're the only team that I think that could take down the Patriots if they go to the Super Bowl. I don't think the Vikings can take them down with Case Keenum. I think Drew Brees is going to be the one to take down the New England's defense. So that brings us to the Super Bowl. We have the New England Patriots at New Orleans Saints. I really didn't think I was going to pick the Saints to do this, but now that I'm thinking about it, I can't trust Case Keenum. So, yeah, I'm going to pick the Saints. I'm going to pick the Saints to beat the Patriots. The Saints will be Super Bowl champions. The Patriots are going to get exposed. I don't trust their defense. Yeah, Tom Brady. Yeah, he's the GOAT, but I'm sorry. The Saints are winning the Super Bowl, guys. New Orleans Saints, NFC. New Orleans Saints win the Super Bowl, and I'll say 34-31 field goal. All right.
Wow.
Now that's my picks.
God dang.
So
Picks back in.
now Gage is going to do his. See how much it changes.
Well, sweet little story, Eric, but it's not my turn.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, that was my bad.
This is... All right, go ahead.
All right, guys, to kind of explain the whole thing for you, I'm just going to give you the brief summary of it. Let's see, what we got first. Which one was the first game, Eric?
Go with the Jags and Bills.
Jags and Bills. I usually got the Jacksonville Jaguars winning. Their defense is too elite, and Bills is barely squeezed by. I don't know, Tyrod Taylor in that offense is not that good. It's pretty bland. And I feel like Jacksonville will get it done even though I don't trust Blake Bortles. I'm going to say the score is going to be 34-20 Jacksonville. And they'll go on to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next game we got is another wild card game. Tennessee or Kansas City. I got Tennessee winning this. I don't think Kansas City will pull through. They've been not really that impressive since the last first 4 games of the season. So I can't try. I don't know. Sometimes the offense, they're so inconsistent. I just don't feel like Alex Smith is the answer. But if they don't start him, they start Mahomes. I might go more towards Kansas City, but I don't feel like they're going to do that. So I got Tennessee winning because Alex Smith fails them. I got that score. Close game, 27-20. And then they'll go on to face the Patriots. Back to the Steelers in Jacksonville. Shockingly, I don't trust Ben Roethlisberger. He should retire. He had terrible the first time they met in the season. He got, I think, 3 interceptions on. I don't know. This Jacksonville defense is really impressive. Defenses win games. I feel like Ben Roethlisberger will choke.
We'll move that up to the conference.
Sorry, and
Yeah.
they will go to the conference championship. And the next we got over here is the Tennessee Titans at New England. You know, is going to win. Tom Brady. Sorry, that Tennessee team is not even that good either. Marcus Mariota, I feel like he has a few more seasons, a few more draft picks to get that team more complete, but there's too many holes in that team, and so I picked the Patriots, easily blowing them out, 48-27. That's what I'm going with. I'm gonna put the Patriots over there, and then Patriots and Jacksonville at the conference championship. I got the Patriots winning this. Blake Bortles will finally choke. And conference championship wasn't that bad. I feel like they get that deep in the playoffs, but I feel like Blake Bortles will be the reason why they lose. And I feel like Tom Brady will figure out a way to beat that defense. It's gonna be a low-scoring game because I don't feel like Tom Brady will put up that many stats against this defense. But got them winning probably around 24-21. I feel like it'll be by a field goal, barely beating them, and they'll be on the Super Bowl. All right, let me go on the NFC side. All right, I'm going to start off with let's start off with the Atlanta Falcons at LA. I'm sorry, I don't feel like the Falcons should have gone in. Seattle should have gone in. That's what I feel like. But I don't know, they've been really inconsistent. Not the Super Bowl team that we saw last year. And the Rams look like the greatest show on turf again. And it kind of reminds us back to when Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl. I feel like their offense is just going to be too much for this Atlanta defense, and they will move on to face the Vikings in the divisional round. And the next up we got here is Carolina Panthers at New Orleans. I got New Orleans winning because Eric was right. They did sweep them twice in the season. I feel like Alvin Kamara will be the big reason why the Panthers lose, and I got them winning about pretty convincingly fashion game, like 38-28, 10-point game. And they'll face the Eagles. And then in the divisional round, we got LA at Minnesota. And I'm sorry, Eric, this is where it's going to be different. I feel like Case Keenum will choke in the divisional round. I don't feel like the Vikings, they're doing all right. They're very impressive, but I don't feel like they'll get by the Rams the second time, even though they beat them the first time. I feel like the Rams will put on a great show at Minnesota, and they will move on into the conference championship. Next up over here, we got New Orleans at Philadelphia. Pretty easy predicting game. The New Orleans Saints are going to win since Carson Wentz is out. Nick Foles will not get it done. I don't feel like he'll get even one touchdown against the Saints defense, because I think the Saints defense is a pretty solid team. So I got a pretty good blowout game. I got 28-12. They're going to kill like 4 field goals. New Orleans will face LA. And this will be one of the greatest conference games I think we're going to see in a while. Great offenses. It's going to be a really high-scoring game, but my hat goes off to the Rams being the Saints. I'm sorry, the Saints have been pretty good this season, but I feel like something about LA Rams, about Todd Gurley and Jared Goff getting it done. I don't think New Orleans will get it done because the defense is all right, solid, but I feel like LA Rams' offense is going to break right through that defense. I feel like they'll win this very close, high-scoring game. I want to say about 41-38, and then they will go to the Super Bowl to face Tom Brady and the Patriots. This is going to be so freaking crazy. Tom Brady won his first ring beating the LA Rams, and this will be his last ring beating the Rams. I got New England Patriots barely winning, just like his first one, 27-24. It's going to be a great game. It's going to go back and forth, but Tom Brady is the GOAT, and he will get it done in the fourth quarter. And I got the New England Patriots winning. So that is my pick. And he will win Super Bowl MVP, of course, like always.
So a little bit different, as you can see. So I guess Gage is going to go ahead and trust Jared Goff in the Super Bowl, or getting them to the Super Bowl. I don't think that's the case. I'm picking New Orleans because of experience, and I would pick Minnesota if they had a quarterback. But yeah, that's just our picks. So yeah, guys, let me know who you guys think are going to win this. We're excited to see Wild Card goes down this weekend, so we're very excited about that, and we'll see you guys very soon. This is gonna do it, and I'll probably check in with y'all like once the Super Bowl is really over and give you my thoughts on it. But as of now, this is where we leave you. Thank you for tuning in this whole year on us with our picks. Sorry I had to give you an L Gauge, but hopefully you can get your Super Bowl pick right. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time.